Hi everyone out there in the world of YouTube or wherever it is you may be checking out this video. Thanks for stopping by, tuning in. I appreciate you supporting the channel. My name is Jacqueline Anderson, and in this edition of the JCLPAA series, I'm going to talk about investing in yourself. But before I get to that, let me say I hope you've already voted or getting ready to vote because election day is here probably in a couple of days. And the new year is right around the corner, so I hope you're looking forward to 2021 because 2020 is soon to be in the rearview mirror. But back to today's edition of JCLPAA. Again, my name is Jacqueline Anderson, and in this series, I try to explain or go in depth about my CPA journey. And today's video is specifically about investing in yourself. Talking about the mighty dollar, but let me turn it up right so you can see it. Money, money, money. It is what drives a lot of people, and being a certified public accountant, we keep track of this for a lot of people for various reasons because it's very important to a lot of people, probably more important than it should be, but that's another video for another day. But back to investing in yourself using your money and hoping it will pay dividends in the future for you. Specifically, I want to talk about the testing exam fees and the prep courses to prepare you for the CPA exam. Years ago, when I started on this CPA exam journey, the testing fees were about $250 per section, per test, per retake. I'm very transparent and candid about my journey. And after doing these videos and going back and looking through my paperwork, I realized or remembered that I took the 4-part exam 13 times. And that comes to well over about $3,000. And I didn't get reimbursed for passing 4 parts until the very end. Once I had passed all 4, my employer felt like I had proved myself and was on my way to being a licensed certified public accountant since I had passed the 4-part exam. And the company was gracious enough to reimburse me $250 for each exam approximately. So about $1,000 I was able to recoup. But that was on the back end. And I remember I started this journey in 2011, and that was the middle of 2014 once I finally finished. But along the way, I will say I was discouraged. I felt defeated. I questioned my intelligence. I wondered if I was up for the task. That was just me personally, intellectually. In addition, I had this to worry about. And around that time, my daughter was in middle school. So those of you who are parents can relate to this. Probably every day it seems like, but probably maybe once a week or maybe once a month, she came through the door with a packet that required some investment from me, money of some sort. If it was $5 for a t-shirt, $10 for some cookies, $3 for a fundraiser, it was constantly something throughout the school year. So in addition to having my budget or maintaining my household, I had to keep up with her needs and try to fund my CPA journey on my own. I understand the prep courses are running, some of them can run upwards almost $5,000. So expensive that one of the premier prep courses will finance it for you, like 0%, offer you financing terms and promotions because it is so expensive. But I will tell you, whether you pay $5,000 or $300 or pay per section along the way, it is so worth the investment. Beyond monetarily and financially, investing in yourself to show that you are worth the sacrifice and commitment will pay dividends for yourself, self-fulfillment, but those around you who understand and see for themselves what you're sacrificing and the amount of time you're putting in to better yourself and hopefully expand your career options. So for those of you who are thinking, I don't know if I can do this, I feel like I'm going bankrupt, let me say, I confess, I was that person. And in this video, I want to give a shout out and say thank you to Miss Carey. She is a member of the church I was going to at the time. And I remember I was having a pity party. Miss Carey was there for me. She probably does not know this to this day, but at the time, she really helped me and poured into me because I was having a real low time and day. I remember I met her to go out to dinner or hang out somewhere, and I was just there down on myself or telling her about how I had failed another section of the CPA exam. And I just felt like I had to give up. I couldn't go any further because my credit cards were getting out of hand because I was funding this out of my pocket. So I just felt like every time I went online to schedule an exam, here's another $250. And that may have been all I was able to pay that month, along with charging other things. So I just felt like I was digging myself deeper and deeper into debt. And it was like, will this ever be over? Is it worth it? Will I even see the potential salary increase? Will I even pass this exam or be licensed in the end? And she said something to me that I'll never forget. It has stuck with me since then. As I may have been actually crying, but I know I was just whining and moaning and having a pity party and crying inside. She looked me in the eye. She looked at me and she said, if you're going to go bankrupt, you go bankrupt on yourself. So it's not like I was in the streets or in the stores spending frivolously, throwing my money out the window. I was investing in my future, in my daughter's future, and my family, trying to build generational wealth and better myself to hopefully get a bigger salary, better working environment, be able to call my own shots down the road. And she told me, if you're going to go bankrupt, there's no better reason or better person than to go bankrupt on. Always bet on yourself. So from that day forward, I think that night I went home, rescheduled the exam. It didn't matter. So from that point, whenever I had to reschedule, I just swiped the card in a sense. Of course, I was just entering the credit card information, but I just felt like if I had to swipe it again, it does not matter because this is an investment in my future, in my daughter, in my family, not only in myself, but those who will come behind me. So if you can relate or you feel the pain financially, just know it is a worthwhile investment and it will pay off. If you keep God first, keep your priorities in order, the universe will align and reward you. Things work out beyond your comprehension, way more than you ever wanted or dreamed for yourself if you just stay the course. Don't give up and know there is no better gamble, better risk than betting on yourself. So that's been today's edition of JCLPAA. And I would like to thank you for tuning in and supporting the channel. And as always, when I sign off, remember who you are and whose you are, and there's no time like the present.